I'm calling her right now. I'm calling the tall queen right now. Hope she picks up. Because I told her I gotta play my music first. The music I played was CPS2 King Cole's theme.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Let me try it again. I'm gonna text her. I'm live now. One more time. Let me do this one more time because I told her I'm live. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. Oh yeah, do this. Testing, testing, testing. One light. Oh yeah, do this. Testing, testing, testing. One light. Oh yeah, do this. Testing, testing, testing. Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, I'm live.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good.
Good, good. How's everything going? How was your weekend?
Good.
Okay, good to hear. What did you do for the weekend?
What I did, I went to the library, on the interstate on Google Maps, because that's what I do.
Okay.
And I got some days to go back to Maryland on Google Maps. It's going to take like a week
Okay.
or so, depending on the time,
Right.
because the computers have time restraints. Mhm.
Oh, so you can only use it for a certain amount of time.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. So you got only certain days to even get there.
Yes, absolutely. Certain
Under-
days.
Gotcha. It makes a lot of sense. Other than that, do you have anything else on your schedule that was big or worth talking about this weekend?
Besides that, no.
That's okay. You'll come up with something next time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The other stuff
Hmm.
that you was telling me on the love about black women is God.
Right.
Uh-huh.
That's right. I mean, black women are queens. I mean, I don't know who would think differently. If they do think differently, they need to explain why. Because I can explain to them why we are. But
Uh-huh.
it ain't my time to shine. It's your time to tell why do you think black women are queens like that. Like
Okay.
what have you been through? What did you experience? Like what make you feel as strong about black women as you feel? What brought you to where you're at right now?
Okay, what brought me where I'm at right now? Okay, let me think. Okay. What it is, it's like they provide and understand so-called black man's struggle, and
Okay.
he understands her struggle
Mhm.
because she is a nurturer, she's a healer.
Mhm.
She nurtures and heals to understand what the so-called black man is about, his upbringing. She understands that. She understands her comprehension, you know, what
Mhm.
what it's all about.
Right.
That's what she is here for, to support. Same thing with the kings, the black men support.
Okay.
And it's like they missing out because they really highly intelligent. They have the intelligence that's higher than the
Okay.
average and above average.
Right.
And they will do anything. It can
Okay.
be a mother, it can be a sister, it can be an aunt, it can be a grandma, it can be a
Okay.
female cousin.
Mhm.
Even though I deal with females in my family, they still help me and provide me and fix me something to eat. I mean, that's what Nubian queens are for.
Okay.
Even though they got the goddesses and the god in them, physically in a good way.
Mhm.
Uh huh.
Got you.
Emotionally in a good way.
Got you.
Uh huh.
So
Absolutely.
let me go ahead.
Like that's what it's all about for them.
Mhm.
So you was asking me another question?
Well, because I wanted to know, I wanted you to kind of elaborate. I know you said that, like a black woman understands like the struggles that a black man go through, and we understand, trials and tribulations, and we can understand them. But I want you to elaborate. What do you mean by the struggles that a black man go through? What do you mean? How do you feel like a black woman relate to that?
Okay, so what they relate is the upbringing that we was going through, the broken homes, you know, wealth, finance, budget, and etc. Because all my life I've been living in apartments. I did live in two houses when I was younger,
Mhm.
you know, and she understands. That's what the so-called black men, majority of them, it's like this is why they missing out because I know they have it too. I understand that, but they not in a level with different ethnicities. That's why I
Got
was telling people because different ethnicities, even Ringo has said something about this today. Like when he talked about the DJ Trish, how he got by his ex-wife and the dude. And the problem is like why they not understand you and get something out of you what they really want.
you. Mhm.
And they will like really not like comprehend. Like it don't make no sense.
Right.
That's a big problem. That is would
Mhm.
be a huge problem. It's like, well, I'm have well as I hear this like why I keep getting rejected. You see, I get used to rejection. Like I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna give up. I'm like I go to the next.
Right.
I will commit that I said to myself that I'm going to the next thing. Like the
Okay.
next thing is to continue to talk to them because I committed a foul because I really understand and put it in format of what's going on, you know, and this is why you should say to yourself as a so-called black man, it's like, why I'm being rejected? Like, I'm still gonna find me the Nubian queen. I don't want to try out outside because what's gonna happen if I be with that woman that's outside the race, it's gonna be changes. You know, it's gonna be a change that I'm gonna be locked in,
Mhm.
and I need to find myself to get out. Like if I be with this strange woman, I have to get used to the culture and once I'm married to the culture the acceptance and the expectations and the
So be specific. I don't want to interrupt you, but when you say marrying outside your culture, I want you to be specific so that people that tune in or that listen to our live, I want you to be specific to where they can understand exactly what you're referring to. When you say step outside of your culture, how?
how to step outside the
Yes, you
culture.
say you don't want to step outside your culture. What is stepping outside your culture? You don't want to go to which culture?
I'm talking about Caucasians.
Right. Yeah, I want you to be clear on it because when we're talking about our subject is you feel like black women are queens and we should be treated as such. So I want you to express, yes, you feel like we're black queens. You don't want to step outside your culture of being with a black woman. For you, it's stepping outside of your culture. For you, you have to learn a whole new race. You have to learn so many things, and you have to learn to live upon really those type of rules because it comes
Yes.
with a whole another type of agony. Not that you downing anyone else or wanting to date outside their race or date outside their culture. You're not downing anyone for doing it, and you're not thumbing them down. You're only saying for you, you want to stay inside your culture, and these are the reasons why. So I just wanted you to kind of elaborate, like which culture you're referring to. So I understand now, but go ahead.
And also, it's the Asians and the Davidians and the Spaniards.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
yeah, because I know the rules, the controlling, and the competition, because there is competition.
Right.
Because
Right.
they wanted to be you and you married to the enemy so you can surpass. That's not good
Right.
at all.
Right.
That is not freaking good.
Correct.
That's what happened to DJ Trish, just like I had said, because the woman felt some type of way, and he tried everything to communicate with her,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't want to do that.
So when we say DJ Tristan, for those that might be listening in and don't know who he is, who is DJ Tristan and who did he marry?
DJ Trish is a dancer. He used to be at the he used to be on the Ellen show.
Okay.
And I think he used to collaborate with Wade, another dancer on MTV.
Uh-huh.
And he kind of like a father because he has two kids by her, and he met her when he did Dancing with the Stars.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
That's what he's about, and he fall in love because she had a kid from the previous so-called black man, allegedly,
Mm-hmm.
by and had a daughter. And I heard about the daughter defending the mom and disrespected his family.
Okay.
And they had to sign an NVA.
Oh.
That's not good.
And what was this lady of Caucasian race?
Yes, absolutely, she was.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just wanted to elaborate on that because there may be some joining in that don't know who it is. And what we're talking about right now is why you feel so strongly about black women being queens. So you're basically giving us examples of what led up to you feeling this way and why you are kind of like, not afraid, but you've chosen not to step outside your race.
Uh-huh, absolutely. Uh-huh.
Understood. But you can continue.
And he made a mistake. This is what happened to Shad Gaspard, New Jack, Don Cornelius, Kobe Bryant. Don Cornelius had married a Nubian queen, and she
And you talking
understood.
about Don Cornelius from?
Soul Train.
Soul Train. Just want to make sure, because there are some people that may be joining in that's not familiar with people. So if I ask that question, it's only to enlighten them of who we're speaking about.
Yes, enlighten who we speaking about. Absolutely right.
But go ahead.
And they Don Cornelius, he's a guy, because he has said this when I was watching this guy sacrifice Shadow. He said that he don't criticize black people. That's what he said.
Well, was he?
No, he wasn't, because
Okay.
he's the type of brother that won't put black people down, and that's and I give him that. But problem, because I participate, is we put each other down and criticize one to another. Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
And
understood.
And it's like, wow. This, like, you hating on him? Oh, you tell him, because this happened, you tell him to leave these women alone. You referring to the so-called black women, because they're not going to give you a time and day.
Right.
You said and put this at, oh, leave them black women alone, because they ain't gonna give you the time of day. All is drama and misery and such. And you have to correct him. Another brother said, no, all of them are not like that. All of them are Nubian queens.
Right.
They understand us as Nubian kings, so-called black men, melanated. They understand, unlike women with different ethnicities.
Correct.
Whether you're handicapped or not handicapped, whether you have a missing arm, a missing leg, or you have a burnt face, or you have a big bald spot at vitiligo, it doesn't really matter. Okay? What it is, she understands your heart. They don't talk. They don't talk about that. Like, a black woman understand a black man's heart, like a black man understand a black woman's heart. I don't hear that a lot.
Right.
And black love is powerful. I don't even hear that a lot. They want to extinct. Extinct is not good.
Right.
That's why I have repented of the stuff I had said to my mother. Because I was around the media, old timer and stuff, what they had put in so-called black people's heads to think that way.
Right.
And I used to say this and that, and my own people put me in my place. No different ethnicities had never done that.
Right.
All I see is my own people to correct me and talk to me and ask me questions and not say it again. All of us is not like that.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So let me ask you, was it something in particular that actually happened to you that made you decide that, you know, that the only one that you really wanted to date and the only one you wanted to marry was something specific? Did anything happen to you that made you actually to you? I know you gave me examples of other people, but what might have happened to you that made you go down this road and you're strong about it and you're not planning on changing it? What made you go down this road other than someone else? Was there anything specific to you?
Yes, it was.
So I want to hear about that. I want to hear what happened with you.
What happened was I was saying the wrong things.
To who? Who were you saying the wrong things to?
To my mother, and I was wrong for that.
Okay.
And I regret it. I repented. And my mother told me, the media, you be listening to the media so much.
So what were some things that are you comfortable with saying those things? What were things, if you're comfortable, are you comfortable with telling us what things you said to your mom?
Well, unfortunately, it's like I don't say those things now because I repent.
Okay, you don't want to repeat it. Understood.
Something tell me like if I say that,
it's like you're repeating it again.
Yeah,
you're rehashing it.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna put me in my place. Saying,
For me?
Yeah, you gonna say,
No. But see, that's the problem. This is an open panel, and what I'm trying to get at is what led you. I would never put you in your place. That's not what our job is. Our job is to listen and understand. Because if you repented, you didn't repent because I put you in your place. You repented because that's how you felt in your heart. And I would be less than a person, less than a woman, and also less than a queen because you changed your views, not me. And the fact that you changed your views is what would make me feel good listening to you. Now, if it was something that you were saying and it was up to this date, I still wouldn't put you in your place. Why? Because everybody have their own feelings, everybody have their own situations, and everybody, you have your own character. My job isn't to diminish your character. My job is to understand your character because me understanding your character will teach me how to get along with you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Now, some people may put you into place and ban you from channels and stuff like that, but that's not my job. My job is to look, listen, understand.
Listen, understand.
And I'm not being funny because listening is a part of it. Understanding is another part of it, and dealing with it. Because you know what's going to happen? Me listening, understanding, and dealing with it will tell me, okay, are you the type of person that I would even want to put in my circle? If you're a person that I can keep in my circle, what limitations would be there? But to put you in your place, I will be listening who I to do that. And anybody that puts you in your place for speaking out, as long as you're not being rude and disrespectful, I say speak.
Right. Absolutely.
Because something had to trigger you to get this, and I guess I'm trying to get to what the trigger point is, because something made you firmly believe in your heart that Black women are literally queens to you, and you don't want to step outside their race. And honestly, a lot of Black women that's listening, they may not listen in on this particular live, and I'm sure I'm going to have to, and I'll just be honest with you, I'm sure I'm going to have to move this live over to my channel where we can get the real traction that we need. Because I may invite you over again to my panel because I feel like this is a conversation that we do need to have everybody listen to, because you don't understand. There are so many Black women out there that have been beat to a pulp.
Yes.
There are so many Black women out there that honestly feel like they're less than because we get beat up by so many, not just so many people, we get beat up by so many entities, we get beat up by so many characters, we get beat up by so much until sometimes it makes a Black woman rebel.
Yes,
and we're rebelling because of the way we've been treated, the way we've been characterized. They want to call all kind of names, but what they're not telling is, as bad as you talk about a Black woman, we the one making you a lot of money. Because it's a lot of Black women that buy your hair weave. It's a lot of Black women that's buying your eyelashes. It's a lot of Black women that you're dogging and beating up on your channels. It's a lot of Black women that's bringing the money in. A lot of these Black channels, like the Corey Holcombs and the KS and all of them, they base their channels on Black women.
Absolutely.
There's even some female channels that base their channel on beating up Black women, and then you have other Black women that join in on the beatdown.
Wow, that's red flags because it's like the media, it make you put in spells because this happened to be because of how I was being treated and the stuff I was saying that I was wrong. I'm like, I should not be saying this to my mother about what about you Black women? Why in the hell did I do something like that? Like, Eric, you gotta think and wash what you say out your mouth because this is not you. You're not even like that. You're smart and you're wise and you can comprehend. You gotta stop listening and rely on the media because the media don't care and ain't gonna help you to get where you at. It ain't gonna help you to be independent. It's not gonna help you to be a strong black educated man. It's gonna make you to go to these walls that you can't get out of.
Correct. And you know what else it does too? To be honest with you, one of the biggest components of it, and I'm sure your mom probably didn't say it because she probably didn't want to make you feel worse than what you did. But at the end of the day, when you say things, I'm sure it beat her down inside. Why? Because as a black woman, and I'm sure your mom did the best she could. I mean, and we got to also remember, sometimes we got our parents and our moms from back in those days. Honestly, they had no choice. They had no choice because the opportunities that even we have in our generations, they didn't have. The opportunity that my kids have, or if you have kids, the kids of the modern day generation, they have far more opportunity than our generation had. They got far more opportunity than your mom's generation, your grandparents, and the list goes on and on. So to hear so many men be so abusive, especially to black women, they not understanding. I mean, what signal are you giving off to your mom that not only raised you, if they did, they brought your asses in this world. So how do you get in the streets and talk so badly, and you got a mama, a grandma, probably a sister, damn near a daughter, and the best thing that you could do is treat them like that or make comments like that. Not that I'm beating you up, because again, it's not about you. I'm talking about in general how so many black men beat black women up and don't think about who else is in their family. Because a lot of times they beat black women up for the money, or they beat black women up for the clout, and they looking for a certain type of a control. But guess what? Your control has nothing to do with a black woman. A black man that decides that black women are the worst women in the world, they need to get a grip on their own life. It has nothing to do with a black woman. That means they're lacking something internally, but they only have one kind to lash out to, and that's us.
Right, absolutely.
But what they know, black women are so strong, they got to switch over and swap over to the white man's land, because they know if you're going to deal with us as a black woman, you're going to have to come correct. And that's what they don't want. We give you the floor, but you can only get the floor when you give some of it back to us too.
Yes.
And I think that's where the problem come in with so many black men. But the ones on social media, they're only beating the black women to a pulp because they found that black women are pretty much beat up by white men, but they don't know. White men creep us the most. And they hate. Taking over your call. I apologize.
It's okay. I just need that backup, that counterpart.
Right.
Which is my own.
That's right.
That's what I like. That's what I like right there, because you've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Than I have.
Yep.
Because I did watch your stream when I was at the library. And I understand. It's like, wow. I dealt with this too, on and off.
Yes.
I'm like, I understand Dee and what she was going through, because I grew up females around me. I'm not gonna lie. And you, like you just said, you've been around with men.
Yep. And I'm an only girl raised by all men, and that's why a lot of times I can be very misunderstood by women. I don't know why, but sometimes when you come in the caliber of a woman that I come in, they're gonna have a problem with you just because, but they don't try to get to understand you. And when they do get to understand you, they don't care, because they're gonna still find fault and flaws in you, all the flaws that they know they don't see.
Right.
But then, for me, I'm okay with it. Why? Because I'm used to men. And men like you that have an understanding of us as black women, you can best believe I appreciate that wholeheartedly. And there's so many other black women out there that would appreciate you. The thing about it is, when it comes to a man like you and any other men like you that's out there, the thing of it is, You got to get your voice heard somewhere in the door.
Right.
And for you to say, like, when we first started the call, you was like, well, you know, at the end of the day, I don't want you to beat me up. Never that. There would be no reason for me to beat you up, to understand who you are, who you were, and who you have become. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yes.
So this was very enlightening.
Yeah, it is.
It's very enlightening. But go ahead, I'm here to still listen.
Yeah, the craving is like, wow, this is not good, because I know Tanisha had been through that, and she's in jail for false charges that she did not do.
Yeah.
And she had custody of her daughters, and I supported her.
Wow.
I was right there.
Who was this?
Tanisha Bicker. She used to be a wrestler. She used to be in TNA.
Oh, wow.
And when I had watched it, this was in 2007. When I watched the news with she and that dude was at court, and dude had said a lot of things. I don't know what's wrong with this girl. She's crazy. She's mental. All not right
she's
there.
She's not crazy. I guarantee you, she's not.
Yeah, she is not crazy, and this and that. Like she is like the relationship was horrible. Well, the way I see it, because I confronted you on Twitter about how I feel if I did that to your own kind, if I beat up your own kind, oh, y'all gonna come and get me, and y'all gonna feel some type of. That's why I told the dude. I told him and let him know. And next thing you know, I gets a block, because this dude, he is a WWE formerly, and he had won a Olympic gold medal.
Right.
He won it with a breaking neck. And when I saw the video, when you put that restraining order on her, you kept calling her. You ain't admitted of doing that. It's like if I was in his shoes and I was a Caucasian guy, I was like, okay, I was wrong.
Correct.
For putting my hands on you. I had mental breakdowns and having drug issues.
Right.
But I wasn't myself. Like, you need to take my advice. We just have to be friends.
Right.
Because I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm not gonna blow your phone. You did take me to court. I had this and that with the drugs, and I couldn't stop taking them because I was abusing my power. If I was him, I leave her alone. I would be freaking calling her. So I screenshot everything when I had my old Facebook account. Tanisha has shared it. Then I got this Esau brother, right?
Right.
With a lot of Esau energy, and he's an independent wrestler. He called me a complete shithead.
Why?
Because I was defending Tanisha.
Because you're protecting her.
Yes.
And standing up with a voice.
Yes, I did.
See, that's your problem. Anytime you start defending black women, or you take a stand behind them, if you behind black women, if you have to do it on your own, they'll beat you to a pulp. That's why, sometimes you got to come. Those wolves got to come in packs on them.
Yes, absolutely.
That's why I know I can't beat them by myself, but when I have those with me to join in, because I'm a powerful voice to be reckoned with.
Yes.
But when I got my backup like you, I got my backup like 400 Circle Media, and the list goes on. Amazing and Love, Crap Can't Get It Right. Eddie W. When I start getting you all in and backing me up, then they'll understand that. Listen, you can't just go around beating, abusing black women like this. And the women have to understand, I'm not against you. I'm not against you. There are more black men out there that love us as black women. A lot of times their voices get buried up under the hate because a lot of people don't want to hear that. Why? Because black women are a money maker. We're a money maker regardless. We make so much money for the economy, whether they believe it or not. Why? Out of every race and every gender, who is the most talked about?
Yes.
A black woman. So why do we make so much money for the economy, but yet y'all treating us like we poor? We're poor because y'all not giving it back to us. We're poor because we're not taking our own voices and doing something about it. We're letting y'all abuse us with your tongue, diminish and demolish us on social media, and then you get with the other counterparts, our white people, and you really trash us. We're the most talked about.
Absolutely.
We're the ones that a white man crave the most.
Yeah.
He don't want his white woman. He want a black woman. Whether he try to show us off in public or not, they know they crave us. So why is a black man so mad with us? Because we can take a white man down. That's why we're queens. That's why we're powerful. And I'm here to tell you.
Yes,
and I'm
absolutely.
not going to hold back on it. But go ahead. I took over again, like I always do.
Yeah, man, you got a powerful voice.
And that's why it will be heard. And when we do this again, we're gonna do it on my channel.
Yeah, that'd be great, man. Because I will return the favor. I won't turn you down or nothing. It's like, wow.
Because you know what? It's not even a favor. It's family.
Family.
Because my job is whenever you all invite me to your house. Only thing I ask you, don't invite me to your house if you know it's filthy. I don't want to sit on your couches if my pants black and I get up and there's dirt on them. So when I say invite me over to your house, make sure your lives are ready for me. Make sure we're already prepared. Because listen, the only way you're going to return this is when you come and we reiterate this on the live that I put together. Because it's a different type of platform. And you know what I talk about. You know what my previous videos are about. And I really, really, really root for women way more than they think.
Yeah.
I just root for women in a different way. Why? Because I got a more powerful voice, especially when I'm dealing with men. I'm raised by all men. I'm the shortest one in the family at 6'2".
Yes, shortest
family. I'm raised with all men. Do you not think I understand men? I'm raised with good-looking men.
Wow, good-looking men.
Talented, right? Good-looking men. When I tell you, people in school used to want to be my friend just to get close to my brothers. The teachers used to be nice to me just to get close to my dad.
Wow.
So I understand exactly what you're saying, and I really wanted to hear your voice on this because I wanted to understand what made you come to this synopsis or conclusion, or was this something already in your mind? So you made it very clear. It's something that wasn't necessarily all in your mind, but when you had a conversation with your mom kind of changed you and showed you that, wait a minute, you can't listen to any and everything around you because that'll ruin you. So you came to this fruition on your own, and you stuck with it, and you're standing firm to it, and that's to be applauded.
Absolutely. It needs to be applauded. It needs to be addressed.
Correct. And that's why we love your voice on this topic.
Yes, absolutely.
We love your voice, but next time we do this, I want you to say how you really feel about it. Give some real firm examples, because there's people out there that'll say, oh, he's just trying to talk. No, you're not just talking. You're really saying, like, this one thing about it. When I'm talking, I can't help it. I get very into it. I get very, not necessarily emotional about it, but whatever I'm talking about, I get into it. I don't know how to change that. And I'll go so deeper in the waters until you're like, wait a minute, we kind of drowning. And when I get through with you, I'm going to bring you right back up to the air so you can breathe a little bit. But as long as I got you, I'm going to hold you all the way down. And when I'm done with you, I'll put the air back in the room and I'll let you breathe outside of the water. That's why when people talk, and I told someone before, when people are talking to me, I could be on a panel of 15 people. And out of 15 people on the panel, I cannot be the first one. I won't be the middle one, but I will take the mic last. And when I take that mic last, every 14 people that have spoken, I'm going to repeat something back that everyone said. But I can assure you of this. When I take that mic, I want everybody to be done because I don't give the mic back. And when I give the mic back and I drop it on the floor, I'm going to wear the whole room out.
Absolutely.
And by the time I'm done, I'm going to blow the air back and everybody going to be ready to get some rest. Because if I take the mic first, you're not going to hear nobody else.
Right.
If I get the mic in the middle, you're not going to hear the people in the end. You're going to forget the people in the front. So I want everybody to get their chance. That's how I feel about it. So I appreciate having this conversation with you. And I got a feeling that you do honestly have more to say. Am I right?
Yeah.
If you want to finish, we are more than welcome to finish. If you want to end it here, because we will definitely be picking this back up. We can continue. Whatever you want to do, I'm here for it.
Right.
I'm on your floor right now.
Right, absolutely. It's like it's overwhelming. It's like, yes. It's like you do it, you know. Say it from the heart. In the heart. You know.
Right.
Just talk in the positive how you really feel in the positive matter about being queens and stuff.
That's it.
That's
what I'm trying to tell you. When you talk, when you're talking, I want you to start expressing yourself the way you really want to express yourself. Listen, when I'm talking, to be honest with you, I really don't care what people say. I don't care how they feel about me. As long as you hear me, you listen and you understand. Hey, even if you don't understand, I bet you heard me.
Yes, absolutely.
That's how you got to stump the grounds. God, you're way too big and tall to not be heard. and not be seen.
Right.
So you need to pick up the pace. You need to slam dunk it. You got to learn how to speak with authority.
Yes.
You got to learn how to speak, where you're going to be heard. Don't let anybody take that away from you. That's what the problem is.
Right, absolutely.
It seems like you let people take things away from you. I know that you can be quite talkative, but you let them take your voice, or someone may say something and it may turn you away, and then you are shut down and not really finish or not really tell it how you want to tell it.
Yes, absolutely.
And you can't do that. You can't do that. Why do you think I'm who I am? Whether you like the videos I do, whether you agree with the videos, I bet you can come back and listen to something else.
Yes.
Because I said what I said. Dee said it with 2 D's said.
Right.
And then it came on the end. I said it.
Yes, you did say it. Absolutely.
Now what?
Wow.
And that's how you have to start taking control. You want to grasp your audience, take control when you have something to say. Don't fear no man, and the man don't need to fear you, but they need to hear you. And they need to understood you. And then they will understand why.
Understand why. Yes, absolutely.
I'm sorry if I took over. I get like that. I start going to talking, and then I go to talking guy. You know how I get. That's why I tell you when I do my videos by day, I unwind with my men by night. Because I can go in for the kill. But I want y'all to know that working is work for me. But when I unwind at night, when I do my live lounge time with men only, it's for a reason. Because I really unwind. You see one part of me during the day, and then you see how I'm not that person all the time. I really do like to listen to my men. The reason why I like to listen to men is because, honestly, men carry a voice that a lot of women don't hear. Because men so often give women the floor. Why? Because they don't want to argue. They don't want to get upset. But me, I'm so used to dealing with men, and my daddy always let me talk, but I always listened to them too. And I just find that being a creature of habit, because that's what I've been doing all my life, I like to listen to men and I get to tell how they really feel about things. Don't beat around the damn bush. Say what you feel and how you mean. That would make women respect you a lot more. Because one thing men do, they go to sugarcoating with a woman, they go to half telling the story, and then they start lying about things because they don't want to argue. And that's where a woman starts looking as though, oh, I can't stand dealing with black women. Oh, I can't stand for what men got to do. They got to hold themselves accountable first. Why? Because you can't just come to social media and say everything you feel about a black woman, but you can't tell her that in your house. That's where the problem come in at. So if that's how you feel, be upfront. Just do it with respect.
Yeah, do it with respect. It's something that Newbury had missed out because he been hurt. I've been on his panel twice. I remember Newbury Global Truth. I had talked about that on your chat when you was live streaming, and also others as well too. Because I thought he was a big brother that I can look up to because he was telling the truth about us, that we're God's chosen people, and all of a sudden he talking about BW or the, especially the American ones, and I was the same guy that was on camera
fighting for him.
Yeah, showing him, is she beautiful? Her name is A Tall Life. She's 6'5". He did not answer my question. What he did was he booped me out of his paddle.
Why?
Because he wanted
you just to talk bad about black women.
I think that too. But I didn't have that sense. Because I did show him, and next thing you know, he boosts me off, and he tried to find the option to kick me out of studio.
What?
And I'm like,
where they do that at, Harpo?
In the stringer, and I show him A Tall Life. I met her in person. She's tall like you, but she's taller than you.
Yeah, she's 6'5".
Yes, she's 6'5", yes. And all of a sudden, I get no response.
Well, can you send that to me? I would like to listen to that. Is it something that you can find, or he booted you out where you can't even find it no more?
I got it. I definitely got the video.
Send that to me. Let me listen into that. I would love to hear exactly what happened, because I hear you telling the story, but I would like to hear just a little bit more about that. I want to hear from that side, while you all are on the panel, and just hear what happened.
Yeah. And that was the last panel I was on with her. I tried so many attempts to confront him. I think it was Brainwaves and Wallow, and how he had mistreated Brainwaves, and I'm very supportive of Brainwaves. He told me, and Wallow, Valerian Wallow, because he's in Florida where you at, they told me not to get involved. Because I was going to say something to the Spaniard lady, because he's with a Spaniard lady and had a child. And he was from my area, the DMV area. And Brainwaves and Wallow had to dress me on it.
Wow.
Yes. And I understood.
Gotcha.
Because Brainwaves and Valerian Wallow had bad shit, but Valerian Wallow and Brainwaves had met Newbury in person. I never met Newbury in person. When I was on his panel, I knew I felt some strange energy coming from him. Like,
yeah, well, I would like to watch that if you have it, because I want to see exactly I want to hear exactly what happened there. Like, when did the tables turn, and how did you go down that path? And you were just basically trying to express to them, why black women are queens in your eyes. And he didn't like to hear that.
Yeah, he don't like to hear that. But you supposed to be a conscious brother and know that.
Oh, wow.
And you switch up.
How did he switch up? Was it just that night that he switched up against black women, or was it signs that you were actually seeing before?
I think it wasn't signs. It was like because he felt some type of way, because he was hurt. Okay, I was hurt too and stuff, but he was hurt.
Why?
Because I was being controlled, and my ex told me the stuff that I did not like. Oh, no girl ain't gonna love you like I do. I didn't like that.
So let me ask you, was your ex a black woman, or
Yeah, she was a black woman.
Was she a woman that had certain issues that you overlooked, or she was just one of those people that really, really, really cared about you and didn't want you to leave her?
It looks like it was both. Because
Wow.
she was smart. She did tell me some good stuff. Until I start seeing things clearly. I do have flashbacks. It's like, whoa.
Was this an abusive relationship with her?
Well, it wasn't like.
I'm about to get into it. If you don't want me to, don't answer.
It don't matter. I answer the question.
No, I won't ask you on this now. I'll hold on because it's not supposed to be that deep right now. We're just really talking about how you felt about black women. So I don't want to switch it up. Because it's how you feel about black women not getting into what's the downer. Even though one day we'll get into that, let's just keep it at where we were at. But you got a little bit upset with one of the guys from another channel because he switched and swapped up and started talking down about black women, and they kind of turned you off. So this must be the one that actually blocked. Is he the one that blocked you from his channel?
Yes.
Oh wow! And have you ever been back to get on since?
No.
So are you blocked to where you can't find him anymore?
Well, I'm blocked from his chat. I'm banned from his panel.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So when he do a live or anything, you're not able to see your chat?
No, not at all.
So what about when he do a regular video? Are you able to make a comment on the video?
I think he blocked me as well from that, is like the live chat.
So the only thing that you can do is just look at the video.
Yes, just
like you're a prospector.
Yes, look at the video.
You're a spectator.
Yes, absolutely.
How rude! How rude! Just because you stated your opinion. And the thing of it is, when you made your opinion like that, that was something that he should have been able to embrace. But I guess he didn't want any of the spectators to say anything about that, because I'm sure there would have been other comments that would have been on your side.
Absolutely.
Well, you found the panel for it. You found the right channel.
Yeah, right the channel. Then I didn't like the way he exploited Sydney Wilson.
Was that on the same live?
Well, yeah, when he gave this Margaret Chinese dude a shout out, when I did the reaction, I was so surprised, like, well, this is not him. It's like he talking about, oh, Sydney Wilson is a demon princess. Okay, but you didn't do what I did and talk about her legacy. You just exploiting her because you was hurt by a so-called black woman and you want to have it your way. And I knew her on Facebook years ago. Wow. Because she used to go. Wow. She knows a girl that is the owner of Tall Society. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So let me ask you this also, Gotten. What made you actually get into tall women? Because I see that you have a theme for tall women. What was it? What made you go down that road for tall women? And so it's not just, you're not just in it for tall black women. Are you in it for tall women, period?
It was tall women at some point, but my main focus is tall black women.
Okay, keep on. Okay, I got you. I love that. Go ahead.
Because I've been watching people within the tall community. Okay, I get it that you love different women, different ethnicities, right? Because over the years, it mainly was Caucasian women. Okay, nothing wrong with that. But what about women of color? Like they need more. They freaking need more. Need more love and show more videos of them. It's like, I should do, maybe I ain't gonna copy or swagger jack or bite somebody off. It's like, let me do it. Let me let me show them a little bit different and share videos on the other channel, and also try to add some music and use field game music, because I has like changed it up a little bit. Like, let me just don't use a lot of copyright music like I used to. Let me just like switch it up with field game music, which is non-copyright, especially Capcom music. I love me some Capcom music. I love me some Street Fighter.
Correct.
I've been listening to Street Fighter Alpha 2 music. I've been listening to what Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm so attracted to the music. It's like it got some good frequency.
Right. Understood. I understand exactly what you're saying. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what, guy? I can tell you have a whole lot to say.
Absolutely.
I can tell you have a whole lot to say, and it seems like the problem with it is you haven't been able to tell it. You have not been able to tell like exactly how you feel about things, or as soon as you start talking about things, it's like your voice gets shut off, and or you get cut off, or you're not able to just leisurely speak.
Yes.
But you know what? I get it, and now it makes me even understand you even better now. I understand what you're actually going through, and you know what? I want to tell you thank you for joining my channel and also for being so loyal. And one of the things that you don't have to worry about, because if you notice on my channel, I don't just go on my channel when I address a video. I'm talking video, and I address that video accordingly, whether people like it or not. But if you notice when I do my live lounge time with my men, I listen to every word you have to say.
Yes,
every word.
Every
and if
word.
you notice, I address my men by your name. I address you. I ask you what's on your mind. I welcome you to the channel. And even if you hit my channel one time, you better believe it. I'm going to remember you. And I welcome you when you come. The only thing I ask any man to do when they come to my channel is be respectful.
Yes, be respectful.
You are coming to speak to the queen, and I'm not going to settle for anything less than that. But I love to give my men my attention, because I do know men have a lack of speaking. And one thing I love about men, communication. Communication is very important. And it's sometimes men don't want to communicate. Sometimes you want to be able to let certain things go. It's like not every word is meant to be repeated back, expressed. Give me an example of what you mean. No, goddamn it. Let's just have a moment of silence.
Yes,
if you're a woman and you can't sit in the car with a man and ride without a conversation, and it's not because you're mad, we got to look and see why. If you can't sit in a house with a man, and honestly, he might not want you to hold his hand, and I might not want you to hold my hand either, but take your hand and just rub my shoulder. Take your hand and just rub on my knee. And these are the things where Black women do these type of things, but so many Black women are so angry inside. Why? Because of the mistreatment from everywhere. And us as Black women, when we learn how to block the world out and them beating us up to a point, and find men like you that understands what's really going on and can respect me for who I am, but know deep down, one thing about these Black women, they gonna have your back to the end.
Yes.
One thing about Becky, when Becky get caught, Becky gonna turn your ass in. Black women, we will cuss the police out like nobody's business. Get out of my face. I'm not telling you nothing. Find your answer somewhere else. And we're just more firm and we're more stern. That's when Black men love us, when we got their back. But when we have to eat their ass to pieces, then we the worst women in the world. But anytime something happens, they back at us. Why? Because Black women, we're just a different species. We're a different creature. And our upbringing, a lot of times, teach us how to be tough. The only thing about black women is sometimes we got to know when to let it go. We got to know when to shut our mouth. We got to know when it's, listen, it ain't that serious.
Ain't that serious.
And I think that's it. But it's a lot of black men out there that get it. A lot of black men that understands us. It's just that sometimes us as black women, and you see I say us, sometimes us as black women, we know we just cross boundaries, but sometimes we don't know how to reel it back in. And that's when men start getting annoyed with us. I had to learn it too.
Right,
because
absolutely.
I'm so used to being pampered by my dad and as an only girl and by my brothers and so sheltered. So when I finally got out there in the real world, I'm like, no. Like, this is not what I'm used to from a man. Like, I'm expecting this and I'm expecting that. But what I learned was I can catch a bee better with honey than I can with vinegar any day. So I learned areas where I need to be quiet. And when I do need to talk, especially if you're one of those type of men that's firm in your control and firm in this, it's the way you can break them down too. Because the toughest man I could have ever lived with was my daddy.
Yes.
I couldn't get him no tougher than that. And me learning men was not just a tough man, a good-looking man, a smart man, a man that worked hard. Why did I say my daddy worked hard? Because back in those days, I'll be 50 years old on January the 18th. Back in those days, how many black men did you see raising his two boys and his only daughter? It really was not common. And then for me to be raised by all men in the house, I'm nowhere near a tomboy.
Right.
So we can do it. And it's a lot of men out there. We just got to give these men a chance if we can. So I appreciate the conversation with you. I appreciate getting to understand, but I know I got a feeling, because you know I can go deep in this conversation, and I do want to go deeper, but I'm going to hold off, because I know you say, ooh, this girl could get me, and I'm not going to get you tonight, because the floor is yours. Yeah. And I want to keep it at that.
Wow, that's great. That is so powerful, man. It's like
breathtaking, refreshing.
Yes, breathtaking, refreshing. It's like, it's incredible because you had a good and bad upbringing. Same thing goes for me. It's like, this is like interesting. This is an interesting conversation, whether it's an interesting topic, interesting subject. It's like, this is interesting because I'm really having a connection and chemistry with a tall queen.
That's right.
That's really marvelous. It's like, yeah, we need to see that often, you know.
Yeah, because one thing about a lot of tall women, and yes, I can vouch for it because I could walk in the store and there's so many tall women, and I'm very girly, but I will get out there and jog. I do own a pair of tennis shoes so that I can go jogging and go walking, but I'm very girly. Like, you believe it or not, the same person that you see on my channel in my lives, I'm that same person. No matter where I go, I'm going to be dressed up because that's my character. That's what I like. My daddy was a dressing machine. My brothers were just dressing machines. And one thing that I've noticed, I set a different stance and a different platform for tall women. Why? Because I can walk in the store and I can assure you, not at least 96.
96? 97?
98.
Wow, 98?
Tall women, 98% of the tall women I run into, they don't wear heels. They're scared to wear certain colors. They only wear certain types of clothes. Me, why would I discriminate on what I put on? I have no fear. In purple, most tall women, especially if they got a little bit of weight on them, they don't want to wear purple. Or they don't want to wear orange, because for them, they don't want to wear pink. It brings too much attention to them. But me, if you notice, I embrace me. If I go in the store, and I'm going to be honest with you, and that shirt costs $5, it's coming home with me. Because I dress so much until I don't have time to go in the store and spend $20 on a shirt. I wouldn't be able to dress. And I very seldom repeat an outfit. I'm one of those people, I can tell you, most of my clothes have tags on them. So my point is, a lot of tall women are scared to come out of a shell.
Yeah,
they're
come
not
out of a shell. Yes,
they're not used to wearing other things other than sweats and t-shirts, and they may dress up a little bit here and there, but they don't get down with the get down. And I
Right.
get down with the get down, because that's just who I am. So I'm glad that you even for some reason, not just because you're tall. Was your mom tall?
No, she's not.
Just your dad?
No. Well, I'm taller than my parents. My mom
Right.
is 5'4". My dad is 5'9", and I'm 5'10". I thought I was 5'9". They found out I was 5'10".
Right. Okay. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's still a height. But you know what? It was just it's so attractive that you start clinging to tall women. Like, what brought you to clinging to tall women?
What brought me, I think, is the legs and the attention. Like my body expression be changing. It's like, whoa, I can't stop. Look, it's like, oh man, what should I do?
Got you.
Then I adjust my body. Then it stopped. Then it's like, whoa, oh my God. It's like, let me catch my breath. Let me just breathe the 5 and 10 minutes. I got this in the bag. Let me build my confidence. Let me do this because I got this. Even though they're gonna watch every move that I do.
Right.
That's what that's what it is all about. It's like clinging. Yeah, Then I can be feely touchy too to show affection. Unlike like that dude that blew me out because they like they love when I touch their shoulder and when I hold their hand.
Right.
You know, it's like you gotta show some affection. You just like saying, is it good? Is it good? I should do this. Like I'm little shaky. Like wow.
Okay. What do you do for a living, guys?
What I do for a living, I'm like a stay at home, but I'm go out to the library. I take walks. I take long walks and stuff, walking
Understood.
pathways, highways and stuff. You know, just because it's part of exercise. Try to stay in shape. I love to eat a lot. Um, I love to hang out with my buddies.
Okay.
I mean, even though I'm not working and stuff, but I love to like mingle, especially my own people. I love to like take out trash.
Understood. Are you looking for love?
Yeah.
Okay, just asking, because I feel like that's gonna come around the corner, especially when you get the voice out there that you're really, really looking for. I feel like it's gonna come to you. You just keep doing what you're doing, keep pounding the pavement, and just you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Stay on my live because that might be something that I might be interested in. Because guess what? One thing about it, I'm not talking about the Kendra G show or anything, but you got some really good men out there, and they are really honestly looking for really good women. Every really good is on a certain person's level. I don't know what your really good is. Just like you don't know what my really good is. Because it's not always about a look. It's not always about the things that people think it's about. And you never know. You see how we have those ladies flying in sometimes and they land on my channel? You never know what some of that might lead to. Because all my job is to do is just first of all get you men to understand that you can have a conversation with women and it don't have to be what people think, but it's just giving you a platform to open up, give you a platform to speak and say how you feel about things. Because the minute you start talking, you get shut down in so many different ways. So I try to base my platform on you being able to come there and speak. As long as it's within respect, if you notice, I address every single comment. And I catch you right then and there because that's what my job is. I like to know what you have to say. How do you feel? How did your day go? Thank you for flying in and landing, even if it was for a few minutes. So you know what, guys? Keep talking. Keep talking. And we definitely are going to talk more on this subject about why do you feel Black women are Nubian queens? And why do you feel like, we are queens? Because there's a lot more that I could have said about it, but I feel like this wasn't the real chat to do that. And we definitely, now that I've opened up the door and I heard some of what you had to say, I definitely want to move this over on the other side.
Yes.
And open up the door to really, would you feel comfortable talking about this, especially on the all men's live? Are you comfortable with that or no?
I'm comfortable.
You feel more comfortable with just me and whoever joined the live quietly?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. I definitely.
Okay. Because you never know. We could talk about it, and you know what, the men that join, it may be more that they want to say. And even if they come on and they say, you know, sometimes I feel this way about black women, that's not tarnishing. That's just saying why they love their black women, but sometimes they don't. And they're going to have a right to express those opinions as long as we do it with their respect.
Yeah, respect, yes.
That's it. The key to it is respect. You can say whatever you want to say, long as you do it and say it with respect.
Yes,
that's
respect.
Where the problem comes. Like, you don't have to talk bad about black women, bash them by calling them BITCHs and HOEs. I mean, that's when it goes too far for me.
Yes, that is too far. I learned my lesson.
Yeah. That goes far too far, and and those are just the things that we need to work on, especially when you're looking for a reputable queen. And there's a lot of them out there, but what happens is sometimes, even as black women, we get so tired and fed up with the same old genre until even we shut down and say no more, no way.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes both ways, but you can express yourself without being disrespectful to people. That's how I feel about it.
Right. Absolutely.
But I appreciate this conversation with you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Yes.
It was definitely a pleasure talking to you. I mean, if you have more to say, just know I'm here listening.
Yes, absolutely. More and more. Wow.
I appreciate it.
That's so real. It's like, wow, it's like this is, a moment of a lifetime. It's like you achieve.
Yes.
You achieve greatness. It's like, wow.
Yep.
I mean, expectations come.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna get there. And you know what, I was kind of sick. I don't know what happened. Friday I was going to do a live, and I ended up taking a phone call. And I took that phone call and I said, you know what, Lord, I was supposed to take this phone call. I said, I feel bad because I didn't do my live. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'll do my live Saturday. Oh my goodness, I woke up Saturday. I don't know what, I went and brought something from Walmart, and I ate it like a few days ago. And I really don't eat much, believe it or not. And whatever it was like a slice of turkey.
A slice of turkey?
A slice of turkey, like the turkey in the pack, like you making a sandwich. So I had a slice of turkey and one slice of bread, and I folded it in half because I eat light like that. And I got sick a few days later, and it ended up catching me yesterday. That's how come you didn't hear from me the last couple of days.
Oh.
And I was so sick. I got a stomach virus, the stomach poisoning, and I didn't even go to the hospital. I was going to go to the hospital today, but I woke up today feeling a lot better. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I couldn't walk, I couldn't move. I said, this has to be food poisoning. That's why I prayed. I said, Lord, I said, please. And I woke up this morning feeling a little bit better, but I thought that our lives was at 11 o'clock this morning, because I think at one point I seen 11. So I was just praying to be okay, because I said, Lord, I refuse to cancel this live, because I know he's looking forward to it. It's on mine. And then when I got up at 10 o'clock, I got up, kind of got dressed, and when I sat down, it said 6. I said, oh, thank you, Lord. So then I said, I'm going to be ready and prepared by then. And I was ready. So I've been watching the time, because I say, anytime you invite me to your house, I got to make sure I'm not late.
Mm-hmm.
And so I definitely appreciate you inviting me over to your house. Yes. I appreciate our call, and we definitely are going to, if you have time, I definitely want to move this over.
Yes.
Because I'm going to do a live lounge time with my men only on my channel. But I'm not rushing our conversation, I can assure you that.
Understandable. You're not rushing. You're taking your time.
I'm not rushing us at all. Huh?
You're taking your time.
Yeah, I'm not rushing our conversation at all. I'm okay with it. Just anything I can do to spend time with you, just to get a better understanding of you. And then I know how to even understand you going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can see you have a whole lot to say.
Right.
And I know there's one thing I got to do. I got to catch you off guard. I got to catch you off guard on the live. I got to just call you out the blue, or I got to say anybody feel like talking on the call right now.
Yes.
Or if we're on the live and you want to talk, call in.
Oh yeah.
If you make a statement and you want to talk about it, call in.
Yes.
I might start doing something like that, allowing my men to call in, because sometimes you say things and you want to kind of elaborate. And you know how I am. I go looking at all my comments, and then I don't miss any comments, but I go to looking at my comments, and by the time I get down to you, like, oh my God, I'm on something else now. And she just getting to me.
Yes.
So if we're doing that, because now you have the number, just don't give it out like that.
I won't.
Call me, and we could talk about it on the live. If it's something you're trying to say or you want to elaborate a little bit, pick up the phone, and we could talk about it right then and there. That's what I might open up to. Live, while I'm on my live lounge time, it's open to phone calls.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
I'm going to open the floor to phone calls. Or I'll have them send me their phone number and I'll call them back.
That's great.
And I think I might do that. What do you think about that? You think that would be interesting?
Yes, it'd be interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah. Because you know why I want to do something like that? Because that's the only way, to be honest with you, that I'm going to be able to help you as well. Because I have to come over to your house and visit you, and then I have to follow it up at my house, and then we'll push it over at you again. Yes. So I think it'll work. I think it'll definitely work. But so what are you up to now?
I'm just listening to another live stream from Phoenix Life Feed too. While we're talking at the same time. I'm multitasking. That's what I'm doing. I love listening to you.
Oh man, but you know what? If you got to get over there to that other one, I definitely understand it. What are they talking about? You said Phoenix something?
Phoenix Light. He's talking about the haters. That's who he's talking about.
Is there many haters out there?
Yes, because he speaks the truth and I speak the truth. Even though we deal with this, we anti-Semitic and this and that and third. Because y'all have to understand. I dealt with a guy. The guy, his name Keith Haywood. I had to put him out there. Keith Haywood said, I try to tell Eric, you didn't tell me nothing. Start hollering at every girl. You said, okay, you referring black women, because I won't tell you to start hollering at every Spaniard woman you see, because you, in your mind, saying that you date Spaniard women because black women give you problems. And you're 44 years old. And every time I talk about our history, stuff that they took away from us, you get an attitude, or I don't want to hear that.
Oh
no. Every time I try to tell he feels some type of way. It's like, you're not a white man. You're a so-called dark-skinned black man.
Right.
You see what's going on? Like I told people this about Miss Childish. I still eat KFC to this day. I'm not gonna lie. She was the original recipe before they had a so-called KFC. Colonel Sanders had watched her making the recipe, and he had an idea of taking it like it's his own and telling people, and Childish try to warn them that it was her that made a recipe. And nobody did not believe her. And she had to accept the $10,000. She had no choice, because they believe in him. Then her is like, wow, that's plagiarism. But
oh my goodness, yeah, that's a lot.
And it's on, like, on TikTok and YouTube, and you telling me, because I know a lady and she understood what I was saying about getting sued, whatever, and such, and I show her. But him, of all people, saying, to be honest with you, you need some help.
Right.
No, not help. Excuse me. You need to chill out. What?
Right. That's still help. You need help chilling out.
Like, okay. Okay, all right. If I tell you if you want to talk about Spaniard women, you gonna be hurt if I tell you, well, you need to start liking black women and show love and appreciation. I will get shut down. I I will be completely shut down. I already said what I had said. The things I said about my mother, what I should not be saying, or should I say to my own people, or I am a black woman and said biracial because I have been around with Caucasian energy. Oh, I listen and I'll say the stuff that he be saying, but I will get freaking shut down. Okay. It's
right.
That's a big problem. That is a huge problem. Whether you conditioner or not, that's like a big problem. It's like your mom is like my mom. Your aunt is like my aunt. So I don't know. I had my own and all with my mother and some females in the family. But what about you? Okay, I mess up the kitchen. I mess up the bathroom. She gets on me about on the phone so me while I be posting. Okay, what about you? Because yours have to be worse than mine.
Right.
You have to feel some type of way knowing that they nurture you. My mother nurses me even though we have on oils and stuff. I be give me clothes like and money and this and that. But your mom do the same thing. Your aunt do the same thing what my mom is doing.
Right.
And you probably was a lot worse than I am.
Right.
But you don't want to admit to that. Because if I ask you and you admit or you will have a problem with me, it's like you admitting that Gote don't understand what I've been through with black women. That's why I want to be with Spaniard women.
Right.
You completely shut me down, and I had to talk to my friends, which is the mom. And it's like this dude completely shuts me down, and y'all talking about me working things out and such and such. It's like he needs to be corrected. What? Oh,
Right.
let me. Okay. Oh yeah. I, let me. You know, you know this and that.
Right.
It's like, what? It's like, how do you feel? You gonna feel some type of way if I put Spaniard women down, or you feel some type of way.
Right. Understand.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know what, guy? And one thing you got to learn, it depends on your battlefield. If you're on a battlefield where you know you don't have a chance in hell,
Yeah.
why would you stand there shooting small bullets?
Yeah, small
When they
bullies.
firing bazookas, what you got to do, you got to learn how to get on your own battlefield, on your own platform, and then you can start shooting rubber bands and slingshots and stuff like that. You got to know where you're at, who you're with, and you always got to learn your opponent. So where you go at, and you try to fight, you try to get your voice heard. Now you're understanding. You can't do that with everybody. Why? Because they start off one way,
Yeah.
and then they get your attention, and then they end up a whole nother way. You get what I'm saying?
I get you saying.
You got to learn where's your battle. Field that.
Battle, absolutely.
And for right now, you know you got a couple battlefields where you could come and you could be yourself and you can speak. The problem with it is, you got to also realize you got your own platform too. You just got to hit the pound the pavement, and you got to keep going. But sometimes you need a little push from someone else or another channel to really get you out there, and that's what you got to understand, and you got to learn that. And I think that's what you're kind of battling with.
Yeah,
just
battling
a
with.
bit, but I feel like you'll pick up the pace, but it's going to take you a second to pick that pace up. But just keep on with me. I believe you could get your voice out there if you really want to be heard and you want to get a platform to where you can start speaking on how you feel like black women are Nubian queens.
Yes.
If that's what your point is, and there's other things that you want to talk about, then you got to hit the pound paving. Or, like I see that you might have joined other people's panel, or you might have joined their lives and stuff like that because you want your voice to be heard.
Yes.
But then you realize you at somebody's house and they really didn't welcome you. And that's where you got to learn your lesson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't be at people's house when they don't want you there. Or you knock on the door and you see they peeping all out the windows because they ain't want your ass there anyway. What you supposed to do? Turn around, take your ass home, and you don't come back. And then you go knock on doors that will allow you to come in. So it seems like that's one of the things because they're blocking you from saying what you have to say because you feel strong about something that's a real conversation.
Yeah.
And they don't want anybody else to indulge in. Why? Because they're turning their platform into something totally different.
Yeah, something totally different, yeah.
Right. Where you originally thinking they down for the black woman, we can talk about sports, we can do this and we can do that. But when you go to talk about being down for the black woman, they only want to talk about sports. And when you don't want to just talk about sports, you ain't welcome no more.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got to find what your platform is in order for your voice to get heard. And you know you got a platform now. Now you have to learn how to utilize that platform. You have to learn how to utilize how I can help you and then how you can help yourself. You got to utilize channels that's going to help you get your voice out there. Because one thing I have to say, sometimes it's harder for men to get their voices out there. Unless you already have a certain backing or you've been around a long time before it really start catching fire. If you ain't been around like that and you don't have that backing, you got to find another door to go through.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
You know? So you can definitely do it. God, you can do it. You can get your voice out there. You just have to, if it's something you really want to do, you just have to hit the pavement. You can join me. You know where I'm always at. You know you got a voice over there. Now you got access. If you got access now, if there's something you're trying to say, and you know my lives be pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good as it sounds. Yeah. Pretty good. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so you're gonna be okay. I just tell you to think about that, and I definitely appreciate you inviting me over to your house. And your house was clean. I'll let everybody know your house was clean when I got there. I'm gonna say his house was clean. It was just about 16 minutes late, y'all. But don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. Don't tell the people that.
Yeah, I won't. I will keep my word.
You know what? I appreciate you. Invited me over to your house.
Yeah,
It was definitely, it was nice. It was, it gave me a better understanding of you, and I can see that wrestling and talking about black women and the hypocrisy that's going on, I can see those particular things are right up your alley. So now I know how to deal with you on a different level. Where it's the same level I'm already on, but I know how to give you the floor now.
Yes, that's great. Marvelous.
I know how to give you the book because maybe one day over on my house, you can come over there and set up the stream yard where we can have a couple people on the panel. I don't mind.
Yeah,
we can do something. I'll set up something like that.
Yes.
Set up something where maybe me, you, and start off small. Maybe me and you do a panel, or me, you, and someone else do a panel.
Right. Yes.
Maybe have 2 to 3 people on the panel. I think that'll work.
Yeah, that will work like always.
But other than that, what are you about to do now? Listening to what's the channel you're listening to?
To Phoenix Night Feed 2.
Oh, Phoenix Night. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna marinate in it. I'm gonna realize how much of this live I appreciate it from you, and I'm gonna take this one and run with it. This is the first one under our belt. And if you invite me back again, I'll be more than welcome to come and visit you. Next time I come, offer me some coffee or something.
Oh, okay, coffee. That's better.
To ask, offer me a little bit of coffee or something next time I get to your house.
Okay, tall queen.
You know what? And thank you so much, tall man. Thank you, Tom, and for anybody out there that joined our live. Yes, this is Queen Dee, and I'm with God, and that's Queen Dee, but it's DEEDEE said it, SAIDDIT. Thank you guys for inviting me. I also want to say thank you. I think it's Hassan Tahir Show. Thank you for also giving me recognition with all those beautiful roses you gave me, 3 pink ones and 3 red ones. If you over to my channel, Hassan. If you have ever come over to my channel, you can best believe one thing about the queen, she loves roses. Don't I, got it? I love when you come and give me all the emojis, and it looks like Hassan, you came and hit it right on the head because you came bearing all the roses you can bear, and you said, "What's up, Eric?" And I definitely appreciate you for that. And if I go up the chat a little bit, we also have Sosuke J. Azin. Thank you so much for also finding your way over here and just sitting in on our live. Even though I'm taking over God's show and I'm about to get back out of it because I done took over, have greeted all his people that took over this man's show in his live. And I apologize, but I wanted to let y'all know that we do appreciate y'all sitting in and listening. Hey, try us out again.
Yeah.
There you go. I gave the floor back to you guys. You got it back.
Wow. I mean, you gave everybody a shout out on the chat. That's really marvelous.
But don't I do it on mine?
Yes, I love that.
So why would I make sure I came up to your house and don't I need to leave? I gave a warming welcome.
Yes, I love the warming welcome.
Right, and I need to give a loving goodbye.
Yes, I love that.
One thing about Hassan to hear his show, Hassan came and gave me what the girl always loved. I mean, what woman don't love roses, and 6 of them at that? Plus, he gave me 3 reds and 3 pinks. It don't get no better than that. I wish you could see my face, Hassan, because I love to blow you kisses and all. So if you ever have a chance, come and join my Men Only Live. And guess what? But it's Hassan. Hassan has to be a man because a woman don't like to come bearing those type of roses. So thank you, Hassan, to your show. I definitely appreciate those roses.
The roses, yeah, man. They show you love.
That's right. You know I love roses. And God, you know I love roses. You know I love all my emojis. The more the better, right?
Yeah, more the better. Yeah,
Okay, so I'm going to get off your live. I'm going to let you go on over to what you're doing. And thank everybody that actually tuned in. Thank everybody that listened. And your girl, Queen Dee.
Yeah.
When Dee said it, getting ready to go to her own live. And I'll probably started my live at about 8 o'clock. So y'all join me over there. And let's see what kind of treatment you get on the other end with my Men Only Live.
Yes.
Look forward to hearing from everybody again. Talk to you soon.
All right. Hashtag for the culture. And we out of here.
Thank you. Talk to you soon. I'll talk to you if you come over to my live. You know I'll be ready for you.
Okay, tall queen. Appreciate it, though.
All right. See you later, TM, tall man.
Okay. All right. Later.
Bye.
Bye. I'm going to go on author live.
Chilling from outer space?
Let me play my outro music. Yeah, because it's some stuff that I need to say, man. Don't go anywhere, author. Wait. I should play Alina. Alina's 6 feet. Later, y'all. Who